Yeah, you can start, ma'am.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I like to welcome you all for today's seminar. Today we are having a glaucoma seminar. So I invite you all on behalf of Eye Foundation and Research Center, and I like you to participate actively with your doubts and questions at the end of the session. You can unmute yourself and question me directly if you have any doubts. So let us start this thing. Is my screen visible?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So today we'll be having actually a uh, social awareness program on this glaucoma week. Glaucoma week, actually, the World Glaucoma Association first started with the World Glaucoma Day initially to generate the awareness among the society about this particular disease, the glaucoma. Usually in the society, the people is having that idea of having eye problem means either refractive error or glasses or having cataract. But there is a deadly disease which is called glaucoma. A lot of people, especially in our country, are not aware of this. So that is the purpose of today's seminar, just to generate our awareness among our society. So World Glaucoma Week usually is this year, it was celebrated from 7th to 13th of March, just got over. But initially, initially it started with a World Glaucoma Day. So World Glaucoma Day, it was on 7th of March each year. But the society found that only one day awareness will not generate that kind of interest among the society. So they have shifted to World Glaucoma Week and then followed by World Glaucoma Month. So the whole month we are actually doing something or other from our little effort. Now this green ribbon and the color green are the symbols for glaucoma awareness. They are used to express support for those who are diagnosed with this disease. Now, coming to straightforward to the question, what is glaucoma? A lot of people who have joined might not be knowing what is glaucoma. This glaucoma is a disease that damages our eye's optic nerve. So, optic nerve actually connects our eye to the brain and carries all the images what we see there in the brain, and we get the informations. Why it happens? It usually happens when the fluid builds up in the front part of our eye. This is the fluid which has been, this is the lens of the eye. So if you cut section of the eye, it is the lens. There's a ciliary body. So from here, one fluid which is called aqueous humor, which has been shown out here as the blue line. After getting secreted from here, it gets circulated and gives the nutrition to lens and in front of the cornea. Then it gets drained inside the eye itself. So all this fluid is inside the eye. While we cry or whatever the watering we are having has got no relation with this particular fluid. This is aqueous humor. It usually happens when this fluid builds up in the front part of the on the front part of the eye, and that extra fluid increases the pressure in our eye, damaging our optic nerve. That is called the glaucoma. So this is the normal eye is having good secretion, and there is a balance between the secretion as well as in the drainage. But when there's some problem in the angle because of the drainage, this fluid accumulates inside the eye and gives uniform pressure throughout. All this structures, this is sclera, this is quite tough structure, can take up that pressure. But behind the eye, there is nerve. This is the optic nerve, which is connecting our eye to the brain. This is a very soft structure. Though it is only one nerve, there are a lot of billions of fibrils are there inside, and they cannot tolerate this amount of pressure, and gradually they just die. And the condition is called glaucoma. So if you're coming to the prevalence, that means what is the disease there in the world as well as in our country. So in 2010, long back, about 10 years back, the almost 66.8 million, means 67 million people worldwide were suffering from glaucoma, which has rose to almost 80 million now in 2020. The statistics is not there with me, exact statistics, but the exact statistics what I got is 67 million in 2010 suffering from glaucoma. And this glaucoma is the second largest cause of blindness in the world after cataract. That means cataract also causes blindness, as well as the glaucoma is also causing the blindness. So what is the difference? Cataract blindness is actually reversible. Once we operate the eye, the patient gets back the vision. But in glaucoma, the vision, what has been lost, is lost forever. So this is called the irreversible blindness. That is the thing, the disease is so dreadful. So this is the statistics. This is the burden of in the society. Approximately 11.2 million persons aged more than 40 years are suffering with the disease in India. The statistic is 2010. And out of which there are two types of glaucoma, open angle glaucoma and angle closer. I will be coming to that. And the statistics is given out here. Unfortunately, 90% of the people who are having this disease is not being detected at proper time, is really undiagnosed. And that is the picture not only in India, the picture is there in the developed country also. So undetected cases are there in the society. That is our responsibility to generate this awareness among the society so the people will come and get themselves checked for this dreadful disease. So how to pick them up? A lot of people are there in the society, how to generate the awareness, how to take them up to our clinic and get them checked and start the treatment. So eye examination, without examining the eye, we cannot detect the glaucoma. So routine eye examination, especially presbyopic age group, means when the age is more than 40 years, you should go to the clinic and get yourself checked for glaucoma. Screening camps, we can do it at the target populations. That means elderly people are actually at risk. So we have to visit them and pick them up like old age home and something like that in the society. And examining all the patients in details, whoever comes to our clinic. That is the only practical way to pick them up, because earliest detection is only the key to prevent the blindness. We cannot prevent glaucoma and neither we can cure it. Only thing that we can treat them and keep them in a stable condition. Next question, what should come in the mind is, what are the symptoms of glaucoma? Basically, no symptom usually. That's the reason the patients will not understand that they are suffering from glaucoma. If it's something acute thing, right, redness of the eye or watering or something, pain or something, then the patient automatically will come to the clinic and will get themselves checked. But the disease is actually a silent killer. A slow and progressive course and insidious onset. Suddenly they notice that something wrong in their eye, and maximum time they come to the clinic and say that if they're elderly, they say that they are having cataract and they want to get themselves operated. But once we check them and we find that cataract is not much, it is the glaucoma, what is the cause of their profound visual loss. So if you get yourself repeatedly frequent change of glasses, you should consult your doctor whether you are having any other problem other than changing the glasses. So what the patients will be having, this is a loss of peripheral vision. You know, we have our two eyes. That is one way it is very, it's a blessing to us. But in another way, if one eye is having glaucoma, the other eye compensates. So if you're having a healthy vision, you can have this kind of peripheral vision. But once the glaucoma starts, so it actually, patient gradually, the peripheral vision is getting lost. And ultimately, it's only central tubular vision when the patient comes to us and we cannot get them the previous vision. So this is a similar picture. It's a normal vision. This is the early glaucoma. You can see here that already it has started, but one eye is having the problem, the other eye compensates. So ultimately, when the vision is like this, central tubular vision, and suddenly some accident happens or something, sometimes one eye, if it is affected, patient closes some reason or other, the other eye, then he finds himself that he's having a very poor vision. So that is the reason the disease has not been picked up in proper time. Now let us discuss who are at risk. Everyone is at risk, you know. So there is no age bar. A child can also be born with glaucoma, and anybody and everybody can have the disease. But the tendency is more when we are age above 40 years, and family history of glaucoma, especially the first degree relative, they have tenfold increased risk of glaucoma. So once the one patient is so once one of the patient is having glaucoma, we always advise the family members to get themselves checked, as the chances of getting the disease is tenfold high in their first degree relative. If you have low blood pressure, so low blood pressure actually causes low perfusion pressure in the eye. So low perfusion pressure is another cause of low tension glaucoma, and we should be very careful about this. If the patient is having diabetes, they are also at risk. High myopia or hypermetropia means when the patient is having very thick glasses, either minus or plus power, they should be checked regularly. Could you please mute Rahul? So high myopia.
Rahul, can you please mute centrally?
So if you're having high minus power or plus power, you should advise them to come to the clinic regularly to get themselves checked for glaucoma. User of steroid. This is very, very, very important. Either they're using it or there is a past history of steroid. Any kind of steroid anywhere in the body, any amount of dose can lead to increased intraocular pressure if they're steroid responder. Steroid responder, unless and until we check them for their intraocular pressure, it's very difficult to say that which patient will respond to this steroid for increased intraocular pressure. And past history of blunt trauma in the eye, that can also lead to glaucoma. So say the child is having some kind of blunt eye at the age of 8 years and coming to me at the age of 40 years when he is having glaucoma in that particular eye. On asking questions, he might even forgot that history of trauma. So I'm not very comfortable. Hello, can you just mute yourself? Kaushik?
Ma'am, just hold on.
Just call him and tell.
I'm muting.
Yeah. So past history of blunt trauma, when we are checking them, we should always ask for it. History of steroid use, and anybody in the family, whether they're suffering from glaucoma. That's very important issues.
Madam, Rahul is doing that muting for all.
Okay, thank you. So there are different types of glaucoma. Why I'm discussing this thing? Because this type of glaucoma is having different presentations, different signs and symptoms, and different types of treatment. So we should be having the basic idea types of glaucoma. One is primary glaucoma. That means the disease is there primarily. It is not arising out of any other conditions. There are three types. One is congenital glaucoma, that the children are born with the disease. It's a developmental abnormality. The second category is primary open angle glaucoma. Third category out of this primary glaucoma is primary angle closure glaucoma. And the second category is secondary glaucoma. This secondary glaucoma usually arises after some cause, like either having some eye problem or is taking steroid in the past or having trauma, something like that. Something had caused some problem in the eye and that led to the formation of glaucoma. So let us have some idea about what is congenital glaucoma. Look at the eyes of the babies. These babies are born with the congenital glaucoma, the glaucoma inside the eye. It is also called ophthalmos, gorur chokher moton boro hoye jay. Why? Because this sclera is very stretchable. The cornea is stretchable at that age. So when the intraocular pressure rises, all the structures other than optic nerve, all the structure stretches, and that is a boon to them because optic nerve is not damaged that way. So cornea has stretched out and has become almost has taken up the front part. So this is called ophthalmos. That is one reason. So when the child is born and is unable to open the eyes, especially when the light falls on the eye, that is the sign of glaucoma. Please ask them to visit the doctor, because one thing is very good for them. If we operate them within a month, the success rate is almost 100%. So there is no medication for this thing, and there is 100% cure if we do a successful surgery for this kind of children who are born with the disease. So that children should be operated within the very first month of their birth, and they will have a very good vision throughout their life. Now coming to the other two parts, one is open angle glaucoma and one is angle closer glaucoma. The two things are different. Open angle means what I was discussing, the fluid is getting secreted out here and is after giving the supply, nutritional supply to lens and cornea, it's getting drained through this particular area, the trabecular meshwork. If this particular area is open, I'm sorry, open but is not functioning properly, it is called primary open angle glaucoma. So here actually the pressure rises are very gradually. It's more common than primary angle closer glaucoma, but almost 50-50 in Indian scenario. Usually elderly people more than 50 years are getting affected. More common in males, 2:1 ratio, and usually associated with the diabetic mellitus. The gene which controls this does also control the glaucoma. So this is 3 times more than primary angle closer glaucoma, and it is more common the patients who are using high minus power. So this is primary open angle glaucoma. Angle is open but is not functioning properly. Management will be different, presentation will be different. And closed angle is a very dangerous thing. Here the fluid is after getting secreted from the ciliary body, is not able to come out of the lens and is not able to getting the structure through which it will be drained. So the angle is blocked, some reason or other. So the pressure rise up and leads to glaucoma. This is angle closer glaucoma. So this has 2 types, If the pressure builds up very fast, that is called acute angle closer, and this patient is fortunate because he will be having tremendous amount of pain, redness, watering, and sometimes vomiting, young patients. So they have to come to the OPD or somewhere to get the help. So disease will be caught in time and we can manage them early. But if this closer is gradual, then it is almost same as primary open angle glaucoma. That means the pressure will build up very gradually and patient will not understand the gravity of the situation. And this is less common than open angle glaucoma. Younger people are usually affected and more common in females. And usually these patients eye is little smaller. That means they use plus power, high plus power, but blindness is 3 times more as compared to the open angle glaucoma. So once we pick up these cases, these are the cases which needs laser to make us communication between these two structures so that the fluid can come from posterior to anterior chamber and get themselves drained. So this is a very very critical condition. Unless and until we check them up, patient will not understand. Now, how do we diagnose the patients? First thing is the strong degree of suspicion. So our teacher used to say, Dr. Ravi Thomas, that whoever has come to your clinic, always think that he is having glaucoma unless and until some exceptions are there. So with this degree of strong suspicion, we can pick the cases of glaucoma. So detailed history, taking specific history about the family history of glaucoma, drug history, especially the steroids, anywhere in the body, any amount in the past or present, history of trauma, and so on and so forth. We examine them on the optic nerve, careful examination of the optic nerve and retina. We perform other investigations also, we'll come to that. We check the intraocular pressure. We examine the angle through which the fluid will be drained, whether that particular angle is open or closed. We perform the perimetry and we perform the other tests also. So I'll come one after the other. This is the lady who is examining the patients, looking at the disc. So this is the cut section of the eyeball. So if you see through here, we can see directly this particular area. That means the head of the optic nerve through this particular instrument called 90 diopter, and get the suspicion whether we are dealing a healthy optic nerve or we are dealing a glaucomatous optic nerve. If we see this kind of problem, we subject them to further investigations. Sometimes, we can see the bleeding also. If the glaucoma progresses faster, you can see there is hemorrhage in the optic nerve head where the optic nerve is formed. We check the intraocular pressure by applanation tonometry. That is the most accurate method of checking intraocular pressure. The patient is seated out here. The doctor is here and checking the pressure after explaining the procedure to the patient. Local anesthesia is given. The topical medication, local anesthesia topical medication means drop is given to the eye and the pressure is checked. So that also gives an idea how much is the pressure inside the eye. Now, what is normal intraocular pressure? That's a very good question. to be dealt with. Normal intraocular pressure, that depends upon person to person. Usually 10 to 20 millimeter of mercury is taken out to be normal, but there are situations, when the even pressure of 16 or 14, 16 can also lead to glaucoma, which is called normal tension glaucoma. And a pressure of even 25, 26, patient might not be having glaucoma, that is called ocular hypertension. So very difficult to answer in one line what is normal intraocular pressure, but you can take it for granted that almost 10 to 20 millimeter of mercury is taken out to be normal statistically. Now we check the drainage angle. I was telling you that through which the fluid is getting drained, we check it there through gonioscopy. This is the method which is called gonioscopy, to find out whether the angle is open. This is an open angle through which the fluid will be drained, or if the patient is having glaucoma, that means the angle is open, but it's not functioning properly. This is open angle glaucoma. Or whether the angle is closed. If you see here, the structures, what you can see here is not visible here. So this is a case of closed angle, and blindness, chances of blindness are 3 times more common. So that way we find out what kind of glaucoma you are dealing. Now, if we have the suspicion that the patient is having glaucoma, we subject them for investigations. One of the main investigation is perimetry, that means the visual field. When I look at you, I can find out there's something peripherally, even without looking at them. Like there's some people are sitting here, or the fan is on, or something is fallen on the floor. Without looking at that, just looking at you only, we can make out. This is called a peripheral field of vision. So by doing this computerized test, this is called the automated perimetry, we can find out that whether this nerve is having glaucoma. This is a healthy eye, and this is the patient is not having glaucoma. This is a normal visual field report. And this is the glaucomatous eye, optic atrophy, and this kind of field we'll be getting if the patient is suffering from glaucoma. So we get the test done and find out whether they have glaucoma or not. Follow-up is very important. The glaucoma is a chronic disease. So as long as the patient will be there in the world, he will be having the disease, either in the stable or unstable form. Stable for some time, then becoming unstable. Unstable for some time after becoming stable. So there is a varied course. So we have to follow them up, and that has to be clearly explained to the patient. Even if we operate them also, the glaucoma is still there with him, and it can again get unstable condition. So if you look at it, the optic nerve which I was telling you, this is a 2006 picture, and this is the black and white picture of the same thing. Here you can make out like there is some defect here which has been picked up in automatic perimetry, and serially this thing is done successively when it was needed. Till 2016 we'll having the picture. The disease will progress. We cannot stop the progression totally. What we can do is that we can just halt the disease to some extent, but we cannot cure it, neither we can totally stop the progression. So see, this was the field picture initially, and this was the field picture. Even after this I should say the successful management. So there should be some degree of deteriorations. This has been accepted, and that has to be clearly explained to the patient that you cannot expect that whatever you are having today, and after 10, 20 years, you'll be having the same. No, even after successful treatment also, you'll be having some kind of progression. So coming to the treatment part, though it is not a part of my discussion today, but just to give you some idea, though we can treat them with medicines, we can do some laser surgery, we can do even surgery depending upon the conditions. So all the glaucomas might not be needing the same kind of treatment. They might be needing different patterns. So one patient having open angle glaucoma, we usually start with medications. Patient having angle closer glaucoma, we start them with laser therapy. And if it is a very advanced glaucoma, we directly take them for optician theater after reducing the intraocular pressure. So if someone tells you that why madam has started with medication because my uncle or aunt had the laser surgery done initially, so you'll be in a better position to answer the thing that all the glaucomas do not need the same kind of treatment. So my advice today, my purpose of talking this thing today in front of you is just analyze all these points, visit your doctor regularly, especially so if you have a family history of glaucoma and past history of eye trauma. Whether you have used or using steroid for any reason, anywhere in the body, that's very important issue. You might not be getting the idea that your intraocular pressure started going up high. You are using thick glasses, either minus or glass, or have diabetes mellitus, or you are having frequent change of glass power and not happy with any glass. So you are going to the optometrist and getting yourself checked for power but not getting the proper power. That is another indication that you are suffering from glaucoma. Use the medication strictly as prescribed by your doctor. What I do personally, I always write the timing even that they should put the alarm to put the medications. They should not forget. Even if you forget, whenever you find that you just find out that you have forgot the medications, put the medications and defer your next medication a little bit. So use the medication strictly as prescribed by your doctor. Report to your doctor for any unusual signs and symptoms of your eyes. Do not neglect any kind of eye problems, either watering or redness or headache or some kind of whatever it is. Just report to the doctor and let them find out what is the thing you are having. Keep always one extra bottle of medications ready at hand. So whenever today's medications, we cannot find out from the outside that how much drops are there inside. So always keep one bottle ready so that last drop when it is over, that medicine will be ready at hand, because glaucoma medications are very important. Even we say always that even if you forget to take your dinner, take the medicine. Discuss all your queries and doubts with your doctor. So whatever your complaint is having, whether with medicine or without medicine, be free to discuss it with your doctor. Strictly do your follow-up visits as advised by your doctor, because I told you it's a very chronic disease and regular checkup is necessary. So depending upon the state of the disease, we advise the follow-up. If the patient is stable, we check them twice a year. If the patient is not stable, accordingly we just adjust. And keep yourself healthy and happy so that your pressure will also be following the same thing. That will be healthy and happy. Help your doctor to help you better. Unless and until you say your problem, it will be very difficult for us to find out where is your problem in putting the medications, whether it is the money problem, whether it is the assistant problem who is not able to bring you there, whether you have a problem in instilling the drop, that you should discuss clearly. We always ask them also, giving them leading questions, but you also should be very familiar with the doctor and be very comfortable. Doctor-patient relationship is very important. The nature of the relationship determines the success of the treatment. Unless and until you are very comfortable with your doctor, you are not going to listen to him. Nirvarata Sahamormita Shamparko should be there between the doctor and the patient. So in our clinic, there is no particular glaucoma day, there is no particular glaucoma week, there is no particular glaucoma month. Every day is a glaucoma day to me. Every day is a glaucoma day to our clinic. The world is bright and save your sight. So let us join hand together to beat this invisible glaucoma. Thank you so much. I'm having one video presentations. So just after the video, if you have any questions, you can ask directly to me, just unmuting yourself.
Ma'am, there is no sound.
Why?
Sound
Is not there? Sound not there?
No.
I'm getting the sound.
You're getting?
Yeah. Let me start once again.
I could hear you, ma'am.
Oh, so
yeah.
The other people are
Sound
hearing?
of the video. Sound of the video.
Oh, sound of the video. Correct. It is muted. I think.
Is it coming?
Not
No,
yet,
it's
ma'am.
not coming.
Not yet.
Is it coming now?
Not yet.
You can close it and then start it again, I think.
No, I have closed and started again. But video, there is no sound of video.
You can close the video and start again. Now it is coming. Now it is coming.
Yes. Hadi হচ্ছে না? Hadi বল। কি হচ্ছে? মানে এই প্রবলেমের সলভ করে দেবো।
Ma'am, you can unmute yourself. Ma'am, please unmute yourself. You are not audible, ma'am. You have to unmute yourself.
Ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, close this presentation.
Yeah, got it.
Now it is clear. Now you're audible.
Want me to show another video in Bengali version also? It is there. I do not know how many people have joined and whether everyone is following in English. Anybody is having any questions? Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Myself is Sanjit Jha. I just want to know.
Yeah.
Cataract and glaucoma are two different things.
Yes.
Okay, I was recently diagnosed by Mr. Das that I am having cataract in both eyes. I am aged 43. My name is Sanjit Jha.
Yes.
And
Sir.
just 2 months ago, I visited him and he gave me a eye drop and he asked me to visit again after 6 months.
Okay, sir.
So whenever I visit your clinic, means you check for glaucoma for each and every patient, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. After 6 months, that means after 4 months, I have to visit again.
Yes,
I am a
yes.
non-diabetic. I don't have any blood pressure, but still, I don't know how I got this cataract in my both eyes.
Yeah, so I think the doctor must have checked your intraocular pressure and has seen your retina and optic nerve. And if there is any problem, he should have told you. I think it is not there in your eyes. Otherwise, they could have told you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
sir. Thank you. Any other question?
Anyone can unmute yourself and directly ask question to madam.
One question, madam.
Yes, sir.
Aruna Vasu.
Yes, sir. Yeah. You enjoyed the lecture?
Yeah, very much. Very informative
Thanks.
lecture.
Thank you so much.
Another
what is
question
your-
is, do a patient can have a glaucoma problem after the removal of the cataract?
Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely they can have.
Yeah.
That's a very good question, and that was not discussed in my talk. অত গভীরে আমি এখনো যাইনি আজকের লেকচারে।
মানে ওয়াটার প্রেসার যে কোনো সময় বাড়তে পারে কি
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
থ্যাংক ইউ
Thank you.
খুব ভালো, ভীষণ সুন্দর লেকচার। ইটস আ ভেরি ইনফরমেটিভ লেকচার
Thank you so much.
ফর নন টেকনিক্যাল পারসনস লাইক মি।
Any other question? আমি পুরো লেকচারটা ইংরেজিতে দিলাম, আমি জানি না কারো অসুবিধা হলো কিনা, কারণ দুটো ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ মিশিয়ে দিলেও প্রবলেম হবে।
Hello, good evening. Can you
Good
hear
evening.
me?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yes.
Introduce yourself
the lecture-
first. Yeah, please introduce
Yes.
yourself.
Yes, I am Kakuli Mondol
Yes.
from Vishnupur,
Very
Bankura.
good. Thank you for joining.
Yes, I watched the video and your lecture and learned a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
That is, how often we should visit eye clinic or eye specialist? How
So
often?
basically, that depends upon the age. I think you are more than 40, so each year you must visit your doctor. So one day, today, if you are might not be having glaucoma, you can have it at the age next year itself, so that it will be detected very early. As I was just telling that this slide I was projecting initially, this one, that we can neither prevent nor can cure the glaucoma. What we can do is early detection, and that is the only key to prevent blindness. However, may be the status at the very first visit, we can pick them up, we can prevent further loss. So that is the way the patient should be told that every year after the age of 40, you must visit the doctor. And if, especially if you are having family history of glaucoma. And another thing is that this one. So family history, if you have low blood pressure, if you have diabetes, if you are using high minus power or high plus power, if you have associated any other eye problem, or if you have a past history of glaucoma in the eye. Please,
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
hello? Yes?
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Hello.
Yes, sir, I am getting you.
Okay. Thanks, madam. I'm you know me very well.
Yeah.
Just one short question.
Yes, sir.
Is there any relation between dry eye and glaucoma?
No, there is no direct relation from dry eye to glaucoma, but there is a relation from glaucoma to dry eye. So am I audible?
Yeah.
So dryness will not lead to any problem in the glaucoma, but glaucoma medication can give you dryness. So the people who are using the medication, especially for a long time, they can develop.
Like me.
Yes, sir. They can develop dry eye, or if they are already having some form of dry eye, that can get exaggerated after using the medication. That might be because of the medication itself, but more so with the preservative used in the bottle. That preservative is very detrimental of leading to this dry eye. So nowadays, this kind of medications have already come to the market, preservative free. So usually these patients, we usually try them on preservative free medications because they will be using this medication for a long time.
So I can expect some medication without preservative from you.
Yeah, yes,
future.
sir, but at present you don't need. Those are very, very expensive because they come in unims only for, it is quite expensive. Unless and until you have that kind of dangerous dry eye, we do not usually prescribe.
So I am in not in that alarming state till now.
Sorry, sir?
I am not in that alarming state till now.
No, you don't have. I can remember you.
Okay, I have full faith on
Thank you,
trust
sir.
on you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
হ্যালো
Any other? Yes.
হ্যালো
Yes. Yes. I can get you.
শুনতে পাচ্ছিস? আমি গোপা বলছি রে।
বল. Very
বলছি
good.
শোন,
হ্যাঁ।
হ্যাঁ আমি অনেকক্ষণ থেকে ট্রাই করছি কিন্তু আওয়াজ আসছিল না। হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে,
হ্যাঁ।
এবার এসছে।
হ্যাঁ।
বলছি কি যে আমাদের শোন, আমাদের হেরিডিটারি এটা আছে। আমার শ্বশুর বাড়ি, আমার শ্বশুর মশাই ছিল গ্লুকোমা।
হ্যাঁ।
উনি ডক্টরের চোখে দেখতে দিতেন না, আমার বাবারও ছিল।
ওকে।
তো সেইটা কি আমার ছেলে মেয়ের বা কারোর হওয়ার
হ্যাঁ,
সম্ভাবনা?
ডেফিনেটলি। আর যেটা আমি আগে বলছি না, ফার্স্ট ডিগ্রিতে যেটা এই স্লাইডটা দেখলে বুঝতে পারবি, দ্য গ্লকোমা ক্যান বি হেরিডিটারি এন্ড 10-fold ইনক্রিজ থাকে যদি ফ্যামিলিতে কারো গ্লকোমা থাকে। ফার্স্ট ডিগ্রি রিলেটিভ, this one, the first degree
আমার একটা
relative.
দাদা, আমার মেজদারও হয়েছে।
So everybody should be checked for glaucoma.
আমার মেজদারও হয়েছে।
হ্যাঁ,
আমার
patient
বাবার ছিল, তারপরে বাবার পরে নেক্সট আমার দাদার হয়েছে।
হ্যাঁ, so if the patient যখন বুঝতে পারবে যে he or she is having some problem, then it will be very late, because I told you that একটা চোখে যদি হয়ে থাকে অন্য চোখটা কিন্তু এটাকে কম্পেনসেট করে ফেলে। সুতরাং যখন একটা চোখে অনেকটা ভিশন কম হয়ে যাবে বিকজ অফ গ্লকোমা, অন্য চোখটা ধর কোনো কারণে বন্ধ করলো বাই সাম রিজন অর আদার, তখন দেখবে এই চোখে আমি কিছু দেখতে পাচ্ছি না। সো ইট উইল বি ভেরি লেট, দ্যাট ইজ দ্য রিজন। একটা অ্যাডভান্টেজ হচ্ছে যে বাড়িতে যদি কারো গ্লকোমা ধরা পড়ে যায়, সো অলওয়েজ উই পিক আদার পিপল, একদম স্ট্রিক্টলি আমরা সেই সমস্ত চেক আপ গুলো করি and we pick them up in time and do the treatment.
শোন না, আমারও মাঝে মাঝে কি হচ্ছে বলতো, মনে হচ্ছে কিছু একটা কালো একটা ভাবছি। আমি বাড়িতে বসে আছি, আমার যে দেখো তো একটা বাদুর বোধহয় চলে গেল, কালো একটা কিছু চলে গেল। এটা কি কোনো মানে ব্যাড সিম্পটম যে গ্লুকোমার জন্য?
আনলেস এন্ড আনটিল রেটিনাটা ভালো করে দেখা যায় বোঝা মুশকিল। আমি ওভাবে তো কমেন্ট করাটা কি হবে বোঝা যাবে না। ডাইলেট করে দিতে হবে পিপলকে, করে ভেতরে রেটিনা অপটিক নার্ভটা ভালোভাবে দেখতে হবে আর কিছু প্রবলেম আছে কিনা। বছরে একটা, হ্যাঁ বছরে একটা করে চেক আপ, এবং যখন ডক্টরের কাছে যাবি তখন অলওয়েজ বলবি যে ফ্যামিলি হিস্ট্রি অফ গ্লকোমা আছে, সো দ্যাট দে উইল বি ভেরি কেয়ারফুল অ্যাবাউট এক্সামিনিং।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you so much joining. Gopa, thank you so much.
Hello, madam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a patient of Dr. Das.
Yes, sir.
And recently, 1.5 years back, I was diagnosed with slight glaucoma with some slightly high pressure.
Okay.
And after medication, I was quite well. I am very good. Last time visited 1 month back, so he told me that my pressure is slightly up again.
Yes, sir.
So he gave me the medicines, and I am quite okay now. I am very soon. I am going to visit and see him again.
Yes, sir.
But I want one question that I am not there is no family history of glaucoma, and neither I am having any sugar. So my generation, my son and daughters, will they be affected with this? Should be checked like that?
Theoretically, yes, sir. Nowadays we are doing the genetic counseling also, so that if it is possible, get the genetic counseling done. Otherwise, for practical purposes, they are at risk, but chances 50%, because I think your missus is not having glaucoma. So chances is 50%, but always, if especially they have crossed age 40 years, they should be checked once in every year.
Once in every year.
Yes, sir.
And if I'm on medicine and I'm feeling okay, how often I should visit the?
Your doctor will advise you depending upon your stages of glaucoma, and that stage also, because I told in my lecture that there are different kinds of fluctuations. Sometimes they are fine, stable, and sometimes they are not stable. So depending upon that, the doctor will advise you next when we'll come for the next checkup.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you
very
so
nice
much,
session, madam.
Thank
it
you
was
so
very
much.
helpful to us.
Yeah, my purpose today is that I am making you aware of the situation, so try to make other people aware of that. So if 30 people has joined today, I expect each one will actually make aware another 30 people in turn, so that we can rise that thing and pick the disease early. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Any other question? Kaushik, I think we are not having any other.
Ma'am, I think so. There is no further question. So
So should we take
you
it for
can
the day?
give the closing remarks and then
Yeah.
leave just.
So I think someone wants to ask something. Anybody wants to ask any question? Please feel free to ask.
Ma'am, I think there is no further question.
Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining today and making this thing a lively webinar by your strong interactions. Thank you all. My special thanks goes to Santen, who helped me, who sponsored the whole session. Thank you so much, Kaushik and Abhishek and the whole team, and Mr. Rahul also behind the camera, who actually helped us for this seminar. And I think Santen will also come up with similar kind of awareness programs and help us to pick up the cases in time. Thank you all. Good night.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thank you, madam.
Good night. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night, madam.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Maitri. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good night. Good night, Abhishek.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Off কেন হয়েছে?
হয়ে গেছে।
সিঙ্গাড়া সব দোকানে করে যে 5 টাকা থেকে 6 টাকা মানে নাই সিঙ্গাড়া তো পুরো দোকানে ইয়ে নেয় 5 টাকা ইয়ে করে দাম দিয়ে বাড়িতে সব গরমে তো ফের আছে যে সবই গরম আছে